Thanks, Marley. It's Alex Payne here on Pepperdine's campus, talking about students and how they park. Most students do not turn their wheels, as suggested by the DMV.
Do news from Prepping Your Step, and this week we're here at Hydrating Paint that's put on by the board, but don't worry, you're not going to be bored. Haha! What's great about quarantine hobbies is that they don't require much effort at all. All it might take is a couple of tip-taps, TikToks on your phone. Then you can be trading AMC on an app like Robinhood or Stash.
What's up?
Do you turn your wheels when you park?
Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic. Great news. Well, there you have it. Some students do, some students don't. You know, he does. As COVID-19 vaccinations open to the education sector this week, some students employed by Pepperdine are now eligible to get them. In June 1st, 2018, Malibu banned plastic straws, and with it, a lot of other plastic materials and goods. But what do you do when you switch to paper? All right, so the trash bin that was right behind me from the city of Malibu gives a pretty good informational guide on it. What exactly needs to go where, whether it's trash or recycling. But composting can be a little bit more complicated.
I literally asked my 11-year-old, hey, so what are we supposed to do here with the composter? But she's going to grow up with that knowledge.
But for those of us that were not taught it in school, the general rule of thumb for composting is anything that was once alive or is paper and has had food contact goes into the composting bin. Also, items like napkins, leaves, and paper cups. But if the lid is plastic, take it off before you toss it in. But switching to composting is difficult.
If we think about switching, our mind goes to overemphasize what we currently have.
And the survey results reflect this. According to a Business Wire survey, 53% of Americans never or only sometimes believe a company is environmentally friendly. As well, 45% of people say that they need a third-party validating source to trust a company. According to the Harvard Business Review study, 65% of those surveyed want brands to advocate for sustainability, but green might not be the solution for the masses.
Other things are more important to them than the environment, like price and quality.
But some companies have figured out how to mix quality and price into their products.
It came from a company called Lamar Advertising, and people make things out of trash, like this bucket hat, like this bag right here, made by Rareform. This is an old billboard that was made into a useful item. So her Poppy Puffin's idea isn't to say all plastic's bad. It's just let's look for alternatives in the trash that's around.
Larger companies like Patagonia, Native, and Sunbum all put sustainability and environmentalism first. And by doing so, these companies' missions can be good for everyone involved.
A business uses environmentalism or kind of a sustainability as a key ingredient of their culture, and they're true to that, the way that they conduct business. That could be something that can provide benefits to that company and internally in terms of their employees.
Professor Fischbach even put out a list to help people be more sustainable in their own lives.
Spreadsheet of, I think it's got 125 different sources of companies like Wayfinder, Plastic Pollution Coalition, Break Free from Plastic. There's so many.
With this many companies involved in sustainability, there is always somewhere to turn to and do your research on where you should spend your money and time to help the earth.
And the thing we'd always do is we'd always work on our chipping in the dorm room.
Yeah, because that's all you can really do with the foam balls.
Yeah. So after a little while, we're like, dude, we suck at golf. There needs to be.
We really suck.
Yeah, there needs to be a better way to get better.
So, recent fall graduate Paul Baranian founded Golf Daddy with senior Philip Fiallo in their dorm room in Dresser, marketing their new product on TikTok.
We posted our first TikTok with the Divot Daddy standard. Yeah, Alumni Park. In our first TikTok, we pressed post and
1 million views.
Yeah,
and then
morning it had 1 million views.
The rest is history.
Golf Daddy is a company that helps beginning, amateur, and even pro golfers perfect their swing through products like the Divot Daddy and Divot Daddy Pro.
If your brand is just one product, it's not a brand, it's just a product. So we've been trying to even just like test new branches and new products. So like specifically, sometimes we'll launch a new product, make 3 TikToks with it and be like, hey, how does the market react? And if it's like the market loves it, then we'll double down and keep selling it.
According to Statista, the leader of golf equipment, Callaway Golf Company has had net sales of around $3 billion in 2021. Golf Daddy is looking to make a slice of those kind of earnings.
Paul and Philip have seen their relationship change from dorm roommates to business partners, and that has been something that they have had to try to figure out how to manage.
How we're just like having fun making TikTok videos to like, oh man, like this is expanding at a rate that like we gotta, turn this into like an actual like professional environment.
They said they use Slack to communicate for business and make sure that they keep time for just being friends.
Understanding each other and like your strengths and weaknesses, it all sorts itself out. And now it's like super awesome, like being able to be like business partners with like your homie. Like there's really nothing better than that, honestly.
This friendship can be seen through their TikTok videos on alumni.
Would never have been possible at like another school that didn't have such a beautiful campus.
And the engagement on campus.
Being able to like walk through the cafeteria or the library and like see people that are like gonna literally be like, oh, like how's your business? Like that's so cool. Like being like, oh, like I watched some of your TikToks, like can't wait. Or even people that are like, hey, like I got this for my dad. Like that stuff like means so much at the end of the day.
Alexander Payne, Newswaves 32. The Malibu Library is deciding on how to spend its funds for next year. At the City Council meeting Monday night, the library proposed a few items including a stipend for librarians and an expansion into Western Malibu. Mayor Paul Grisanti says the library has been short-staffed and proposed a gas stipend to help commuter librarians.
And now we are in a situation where gas is over $6 a gallon. And we have people working there who are commuting.
LA County Library Regional Administrator Gladstone Buckner says something similar to this was proposed a few years back.
It could only be implemented as a system-wide bonus that would kind of move around to positions that were hard to fill.
Councilmember Steve Irving clarifies that this stipend would be different.
I don't think you were considering a bonus. I think it was more of a something to compensate these people for what they were going through.
Buckner declined an interview but says he is confident whatever is decided will be used to better the library and its community. One proposed way to do this is to build a Western branch of the library that would offer a community or arts center.
Got all this money, we ought to be looking to big picture projects.
With the goal of making the library more inviting, the library suggests moving the entrance from this side of the library
to the front of the building.
Is moving the main entrance to there rather than the dark corner it's in now. And try to get put the face of the library where people can see it.
The council decided to approve the recommendations. Alexander Payne, Journalism 445.
Yeah, definitely love pumpkin pie, but I still don't know what pumpkin spice is.
According to Scientific American, pumpkin spice is a blend of cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice, as well as some additions depending on who makes it. The name comes from pumpkin pie spice, as it was originally intended for flavoring pumpkin pie. And the flavor has become a staple for many throughout the fall season.
One of my favorite pumpkin spice things is a iced cold brew pumpkin spice foam drink from Starbucks. It's so yummy, it's so good.
The Starbucks pumpkin spice latte first hit stores in 2003. And in 2019, the pumpkin spice industry was worth around $500 million. This is because sometimes that extra spice can cost a lot more, also known as the pumpkin spice tax. And in a 2020 study, Lending Tree discovered an average of around 9% tax on pumpkin spice items. In the study, Trader Joe's had the largest average pumpkin spice tax, while Target had the lowest pumpkin spice tax, actually going negative. But for some customers,
it's totally fine because I love pumpkin spice and it's totally worth it.
Lulu is not alone in her sentiments either.
So typically, we sell out a pumpkin spice latte.
Businesses like Café de la Place have a variety of pumpkin spice items, from French toast to the classic latte, in order to keep up with demand.
Alfred's, with only 3 pumpkin spice drinks, had increased demand at the start.
They sold out within 3 days, so we actually didn't have pumpkin spice latte for like maybe less than a week.
But Alfred's, like many other businesses, are seeing increased sales across all seasonal items.
Since it's pumpkin spice season, we carry this pumpkin pie mush. It's basically oatmeal cooked overnight. You can see we have like 4 of them, 5, 6 left compared to the dark chocolate, vanilla bean, or the blueberry.
Whether you're choosing between a pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin pie, or pumpkin Alfredo sauce, there's something that's spicy for everyone.
Candidate Paul Grisanti is running for Malibu City Council again after 30 years. Grisanti's campaign plans to improve infrastructure, introduce better traffic solutions, and tackle disasters in a more efficient manner.
Okay.
Jamba Juice. Jamba Juice. Jamba Juice.
Second chance.
I don't know.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Who are you gonna call?
Who am I gonna call?
Who are you gonna call?
Probably my mom.
For $1, would you happen to know your ID PIN number?
My ID PIN number would be on my ID, but I would not know it.
Hi, it's Alex from G News, and this week get ready to get behind the wheel, as Joelle Vaca has the weekend watch for you.
Hi, it's Alex from G News, and for this week's movie pick, get ready to have a rose and a box of tissues nearby, as Josephine Lowe has the weekend watch for you. What? Hi, it's Alex from G News, and this week, get ready to wake up from some dreams and solve some puzzles, as Connor Aggers has the weekend watch for you. Hi, it's Alex from G News, and this week, for our Halloween special, Will Nolan has the weekend watch for you. Hi, it's Alex from G News, and this week, Zach Mawson has the weekend watch for you. It's Alex from G News, and this week, get ready to relive some of your high school moments, as Baron Aram has the weekend watch for you. Hi, it's Alex from G News, and this week, get ready to laugh and dream about making threes, as Matt Ott has the weekend watch for you.
My favorite movie is Semi-Pro. It's a Will Ferrell movie about basketball that I've been watching since I was a little kid.
Down the court. Live, right here. Throw it in the blender. He truly is a showman.
No, change my mind. Right back, though. Okay. Right back to you. Okay. Give it back again. You got it? No, right back. No. Yeah. Okay, clear. All right, I'm clear. My turn.
Yeah, I'll bet my alleged son he won't make this.
Jackie Moon finally making a move, and it is worth the wait.
The movie takes you back to 1976, and all of the team names and uniforms are the same as the real American Basketball Association, besides, of course, the Flint Tropics.
It's by far my favorite movie just because of how diverse it is. It's got everything. You got a forbidden love story. You've got a good underdog story. You got Will Ferrell wrestling a bear. There's something for everyone in it.
You can find Semi-Pro on HBO Max and Amazon Prime Video. Have a great weekend.